Oh, and welcome to My Xbox and Me 49. Jesus crumbs, we're close to 50. The big 5-0, the big one is coming, people. Special guest. Not going to announce it just yet, but you will look forward to episode 50. I am one of your hosts, XoB Fixer, alongside the man scared of the camera, with bad audio, pissed off at life, nothing's going right. We love him dearly, Kevin Tardy.
What up, everybody?
So, Kevin, you sound like shit.
Cheers, mate. I appreciate it.
So your headset's died on us.
Yeah, my headset has died. I have a camera this week, so there's that.
So one or the other. Good audio.
Mic or a camera, it's your choice, man.
Brilliant. How's things?
Yeah, everything's good. I mean, I've just been really busy as per usual.
Yep.
Not had much time for gaming actually this week, which is a shame. I've played bits and pieces here and there, but we'll get into that a bit later. But yeah, I'm all right. How about yourself?
No, all right. But carry on with you first. So we're all a bit worried about you out there. I'm going to be honest with you. We're all worried. Yeah, worried. Me, Foxes. Well, that's about it. Me and Foxes. Because we ain't spoke to you and we don't see you and we don't hear from you and we won't play with you and we don't anything with you anymore.
I know.
Are you okay?
I am perfectly fine. It's just, when some days when you're just getting, I've just been in one of those things recently where as soon as I get in, I just want to go sit down in peace and quiet, just play, disappear into a world of my own.
Yeah, I hear you. I totally get that.
I've just been in my own little world recently. So yeah, I mean,
you're fine though.
I am perfectly fine.
I want that out there because we say this on it because it's like, well, where's Kev? I'm like, I don't know. I haven't spoken to him. I'm worried.
No, I'm fine, man.
As long as you're all good, that's all I care about. That is all that matters to me. Kev is back, says Moody. Kev was back last week's episode.
Do you remember Moody? Jeez.
Jesus Christ. What am I thinking? Me. Okay, I'm guessing we'll talk about me for a second.
Let's talk about you, Corey. What's been going on with your life? Tell us, come on.
Oh, I did I've got loads going on. Jesus Christ. I did the kind of funny best friend stream.
Right, yes. How did that go?
It was fucking awesome. It was brilliant. So we played Gears of War 4 with the community. Thank you to anybody that showed up. We had, I think we had about 50 people at one time.
Yeah.
Which I was happy with. Sweet. And then we were solid at 30 for a long period of time. Then we dropped down to about 20 by the time I ended. But for someone who does Twitch on a regular basis and gets to about 15, it's like, oh, Moody says with camera, I meant. Got ya. Who gets to about 15 usually. I was just like super hyped. And I was really worried no one was going to turn up.
Yeah.
And people turned up, so I was happy.
I'm happy for you, man. I'm glad it went well.
Hopefully, we're going to do it monthly. I hope. And plus, my laptop didn't die. That was the most important thing. So I tell you what happened. My laptop was fucking up and just kept fucking up and kept fucking up, yeah? And then the stream, I got it all working. And then Windows did an update on me out of nowhere. So I was like, oh, I didn't think about it. Then I went to stream, fucked up again. So then I had to get all ready for the stream. I did an hour test stream that worked fine. And then I stopped for 2 hours, logged back on, did the 4 hours, and it worked fine. I was like, thank God.
That's always the way, though. Like test streams, it'll work perfectly. And then the second you got to go live, it's like today, man. I thought everything was working fine. Went to record, boom, everything dies on me. That's the way it goes.
It happens. Foxy says, Kevin, where the fuck you been?
I'm alive. I was in a hole.
Yeah.
It took me a week to get out.
What else has been going on? I'm really been playing a lot of games. Lucky for me. Lots of games, which we'll get to. Work is good. Everything else is good. I can't really feel. What else have I done?
It's that time of year, isn't it? Like winter's just settling in, and it's like the nights are getting shorter or longer, I should say.
Yeah,
time's getting shorter, and it's just a change of routine. It's getting used to your winter setting.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Well, let's get into the rigmarole. And this week's episode of My Xbox and Me is brought to you by mcfixer.co.uk and artoflives.net. Again, no point asking you about Out of Lives because you ain't got to do that, mate. I need to get someone on this podcast that does have a clue. Apart from that, this week's episode is brought to you by Mike Lynch. And you'll never guess what, Kev? We got a fucking new ad read.
Oh
yeah. And it says, "Hi, I'm Mike Lynch. I play video games and review movies and Blu-rays." Which movies is a Blu-ray, Mike? Come on. Think of my as a crossover between Voltron. Think of me as a crossover between Voltron and Transformers. Awesome and extremely mega. Yes.
Oh, check that
right. Out. Anyways, go subscribe at youtube.com/Mike Lynch. Back to you, Fixer and Kev.
Why, thank you, Mr.
Thanks, Mr. Lynch. Appreciate your support, as always, for the show. Keeping this show going. Also, if you want the show early, you head over to patreon.com/MCFixer. Audio is $4 a month. Video is... No. I'll way around. Audio is $3 a month. Video is $4. Sorry about that. But the thing I don't think I stress enough, and I did at the start, but I haven't lately, is thank you to those that just listen. Even if you can't afford to support the show financially, totally understand. If you can, please do. It helps the show run more. Maybe we can buy Kevin Mike. If let's just say but no, I know it's a joke thing, yeah. But if we can get to that place of money, we can buy you a better webcam. We can buy you a better mic. We can actually ship you this my Xbox and me top. That's behind me. Just little things that are going to help the show run smoother and better. But if you cannot, just thank you for your support. I really do appreciate it. And I know Kevin.
Why you listen to us, we don't know, but we do appreciate it.
100. Do you know what? I played with. We're getting into this. Yeah. So also, last but not least, if you want a My Xbox and Me shirt that you can see in the video version right now, head over to mcfixer.co.uk/store. If you have troubles over there, just email me or hit me up. We can sort it all out. I will figure it all out. The t-shirts are beautiful, comfortable, I've been told. Everything else. But yeah, that's enough promoting. Kev, what's been in your box this week? What you been playing?
So, like I said, I haven't really had much time to play, but what I have played is I've sort of dabbled in a few games. So first off, I went into EA Access and I managed to play a bit of Battlefield.
Ooh!
But I thought there was a bit of a problem with it, though, because I thought with EA Access, you got to try a game for like 8 or 10 hours, which you do.
Yeah.
But what Battlefield 1 have done with the single players is they only let you play like the very first set of single player missions.
Oh, they've done that on plenty of games. They did that on Hardline. They did that on what else? Need for Speed. You couldn't get all the way through the story. There's other things amongst other games.
Right. Okay. See, having never used EA Access, I didn't know that. I always thought that you got 8 hours and then you could just
free no matter what.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But yeah, so there was that. I managed to play single player. I really enjoyed what I played. Like, even though it was only the very first part, it was good fun. It's a good FPS, and the AI is a bit dumb, but you know, it makes up for that with the visuals. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful game. I also went to the newest Need for Speed game, which surprisingly, I actually quite enjoyed. I mean, the handling in it isn't the best. When you come off a Forza game, especially, the Forza games handle so well that you go on anything else and it just doesn't hold up. But once you got used to the handling and the drifting and stuff, it's not a bad game. It's not really in depth, but for what it's good for, what it is, if you know what I mean. It's good for like if you want to do some drifting, if you want to do some mod races and stuff. You want to customize your car, it's good at that. But yeah, it's no Need for Speed Underground, that's for sure. That's the game I want. Another Need for Speed Underground. But apart from those, just more Destiny.
Talk to us about that.
Geez, Destiny, man. Well, on I think it was Saturday night, I completed the raid, which is meant to be like a 4 to 6 hour experience. I completed the raid 3 times with just 4 of us. It's meant to be a 6-player thing. So we've got pretty good at the raid at this point, completing it and stuff. We completed it on each of our characters.
Yeah.
Today, or was it yesterday? No, yesterday, the hard mode version of the raid has come out, but I've not managed to have time to play that yet. So I'm looking forward to going into that and playing that. There was a light level increase with that, which means there's more weapons you need to get, more armor, so you can upgrade your stuff. So I've got to get on that yet. But apart from that, yeah, it's just more grinding. You know what Destiny's like? It's a great FPS and it has stuff that keeps you coming back, like I say, the raid, like the strikes. But yeah, it's a bit of a grind, but I quite enjoy the grind, so that's why I just keep going back to it.
Fair enough, fair enough. For those who are watching the video and thinking, what the fuck's he doing? So one thing I forgot to tell everyone is my laptop, like I say, my laptop is a piece of crap.
We're good between us, and we've probably got a whole PC between us.
it's not currently charging, and I've got a really bad feeling it's going to die on us midway through the show.
No.
So carry on. Anything else you can talk about? Why I keep trying to fiddle around with this?
I can talk about a bit of TV I've been watching. I know this is the Xbox podcast.
Forget that then. I'll quickly talk. What have I been playing? I played a little game called Manual Samuel.
Oh.
Ever heard of it?
No, but I like that it rhymes.
Okay, so the game is, and those watching this are probably thinking, what the fuck's he doing? But I'm really worried about my laptop. The game is, you have to do every single thing manually. Right, okay. So you have to breathe. You have to blink.
Oh my
you
God,
have
I'm
to
out
walk
already.
left, right. I think it's loosely inspired by Octodad.
Yeah.
Honestly. This is really not charging, so I'm a little bit worried. Yeah. So it's inspired by Octodad. Me and Haley streamed it over on twitch.tv/XoB Fixer for about... We finished the whole game in one playthrough. It took us about 2 hours.
Okay, it's not too long then.
No, it's not too long. About 2 hours, 2.5 hours. It is extremely hard. If you want to watch the Let's Plays that are up, go over to youtube.com/XoB Fixer. It's a lot of fun to watch, honestly. I even watched them back and thought, oh, this was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I can see that sort of game being a good streaming game.
Yeah, and I'm so bad at it, so...
I'd never ever sit on my own and play that sort of game. That's the whole reason I didn't like We Happy Few, because there's too much stuff to manage. Do you know what I mean? It's too stressful. I don't like stressful games.
Too stressful for your simple life.
Yes.
What else have I been playing? I have been playing. Trying to think. Play FIFA a bit more.
Yeah.
Which is obvious because I'm always playing FIFA. I still need to do a new Fixer versus Ross. That is my next big thing.
FIFA match.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Which would be cool. What else? Gears of War 3, of course.
Have you done any more of the Horde?
4. Yes, we have played a little bit more Horde.
Have you done it on the harder mode?
I haven't done it on Insane yet, no.
Oh, come on. Up your game.
I need a squad to do it with. You know, if you own the game, I could play it.
End of the month's coming, man. It's coming.
It's coming quick and fast. Are you definitely getting the end of the month?
Yeah, I'm definitely getting it. Because I've got a couple of friends who play PC as well.
Oh, so have I.
Yeah, so it's like perfect. They want to play crossplay with me, so yeah.
Hashtag definitely. It is now charging. So we'll see how long that lasts for, but I haven't got away for a second. Okay. I challenge Fixer versus Mr. Moody, says Mr. Moody in the chat. I challenge you, Fixer. Let's be honest, Mr. Moody, it's not going to happen. I'm too good for that. And he also says this week is the garbage truck on fire week of the show. Yes, it is. Any kind of funny fans listening know exactly what he's talking about. Okay, and what else have I been playing? Let's be serious here now. FIFA, Manual Samuel. I played something else that I can't think. I played The Escapist. It's the Games with Gold. Games with Gold. Yeah.
I've not even touched that. I don't even really know what it is.
So you have to escape from prison.
Oh, okay.
It's awesome. Me and Foxy were playing at the exact same time, so we're talking to each other, and he was making up like little narratives to go along with it. Yeah. And then
his own story.
Because he kept beating up this. I can't remember what the guy's name was. It might have been Steve. I think we're going to use Steve anyway, for instance. Okay. He kept beating up Steve, so he was like, "Oh, Steve's getting really pissed off at me, man." He kept saying all this stuff, and I was just like, "Are you for real?" And he was like, "No, I'm just making it up." I'm like, "Oh." But yeah, I'm only in it for like half an hour. I really want to stream it and get the chat to play it with me, so they can tell me what to do and stuff like that. But yeah, I enjoyed that. It's definitely worth picking up for free if you haven't picked it up.
I think I'm going to do that. Give it a go.
Yeah, and what else? Well, I'm thinking. I know there's got to be more. I played Gears, FIFA, Manual Samuel, Escapist, and the one game that's not Xbox related that come out yesterday, I think. Oh, I got it yesterday and just realised. Football Manager. I won't bang on about it, but
Spreadsheet Manager.
I just did a 4-hour stream of Football Manager.
Oh my god, how many people were there watching?
We got up to 10.
Oh my god. There's too many crazy people out there.
It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. All right. Let's get into the news. No, reviews of the week. Jeez, this is going to be a long show this week. I'm happy about that. Reviews of the week this week. Battlefield 1 is getting good reviews all the way around. The two sites that I read their reviews on was GameSpot and Polygon, which both gave the game a 9. Kevin, you have played the game.
Yeah.
So I know you can't talk about it extensively because you haven't played it extensively.
Yeah.
But from what you've played, is it something you're going to purchase?
Not day one, no.
Like
Ooh,
I say, interesting.
Yeah, it's the same thing that I got from the beta. It's this games like that, because the single player is so short. You have to base your purchase on replayability and like the multiplayer and stuff. And it's just, I tried some more of the multiplayer even with new maps, and it's just not grabbed me. It's like I say, it's too slow for me, I think.
Fair enough.
Because the maps are so big, and like I said before, because the vehicles are so slow and stuff, it's just...
And you're a Call of Duty player.
Yeah, and I'm a Call of Duty
That's
player.
not even me trying to be a dick. That's
yeah,
just...
I know, no. I'm used to more fast-paced gameplay. I mean, I can play. I can play it when I'm in the right mood. It's just I've got to be in that right mood, and I'm like, more often than not, I'm just not in that sort of mood. So, yeah.
Yeah,
it's all right.
I've been asked...
I'm shocked at 9s, though.
Shocked at 9s?
Yeah. I mean... Because from what I heard, I watched a few streams of it before it came out, and people were saying that the AI is really stupid in it, which I experienced myself in the single player. But I thought the multiplayer weren't amazing. But I guess it's like horses for courses. Some people like that style of multiplayer, and each to their own. Each
to their own. I have been asked extensively, am I getting this game? Like, I don't know where people have come across that I'm the Battlefield guy, because I'm definitely not. But yeah, I've had a lot of people message me going, "Yo, are you getting this? Are you getting this? I want to know to get it or not." I'm like, I don't know. Are people buying this? And if my squad ain't getting it, I ain't getting it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, all my multiplayer experiences have been on my TOD, like on my own. So I don't know if it'd be a more fun game if you have like a group of you playing together, because inevitably you're gonna have fun together, just having laughs and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I might pick it up. I don't know. Probably when it gets a bit cheaper, when it's on discount or something.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Also, another game that came out this week, which people heard me batter last year, WWE 2K17. Has come out, and the only review I could find currently is IGN's that gave it an 8.2. And the key thing about this year is it looks a lot prettier.
Yeah.
But it's still missing modes, and they removed the 2K mode. The 2K showcase.
What's the 2K mode?
So the 2K showcase. So they've got a career mode where it's like your character and you build him up and yada yada, which is very poor in my opinion. But they got rid of the 2K showcase mode, which was where usually you went through history of a superstar. So sometimes it was Stone Cold or someone else, and then you replayed their matches and stuff like that. And it was cool. It was a cool little history piece sometimes.
Right. Okay. And
that was what last year's game was. Redeeming factor was the only reason that was good, which is why I was okay with it. But the game not having it this year, I'm like, heck no, I'm not buying this. No way. But 8.2 is for those that care. But you will not catch MC Fixer buying the game unless it's really, really cheap.
I've not played a wrestling game since SmackDown on the PS2.
SmackDown, shut your mouth, just bring it. Just bring it.
Just bring it
with the Rock on the front.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one.
Yeah, well, The Rock's been on the front of a lot of games, but...
That is very true.
And Mr. Moody in chat says, play the WWE at EGX and it suck. It doesn't even say sucks, it says it suck.
It's not good enough to sucks. It just sucks.
Doesn't suck. It sucks. Yeah, anyway, let's jump into the news. And the big piece of news, Kevin Tarney, big one. We'll start off with the big one, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get
Rockstar's new game is Red Dead Redemption 2, and it's out next year. Rockstar have revealed the title of its newest game in the Red Dead series is Red Dead Redemption 2, which will release in fall 2017. A trailer will be released on Thursday being the 20th, which is tomorrow. Mm-hmm. A post on Rockstar's news website says, an epic tale of a life in America's unforgiving heartland. The game's vast astronautical world. Yeah, we get it. Okay, Rockstar, we get it. And they've also been a blah 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 blah, some crap, obviously. And there's going to be a multiplayer experience because they have said about Red Dead Online.
Mm-hmm.
So, email in, Kev. I'm just kind of nicking this from PS I Love You. They do this with their fan emails. I'm only doing it for this one. Fan mail coming in straight at you from
wow, we're doing this early. Let's
my
go for
Xbox and Me podcast at gmail.com. You get fan mail at the end again. This is just fan mail, not Fixer's sack, all right?
Oh, okay.
And it says, "Hello, everybody. I hope you are all well. My question is, what is everybody talking about? Blah 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 blah. Have Rockstar announced Red Dead 2 too early? Should they have held off until E3 next year? Thanks for all the hard work, guys. Your fan, friend, and lover, Mr. Moody." Interesting. So first of all, let's talk about Red Dead 2 as a whole.
Yes.
Number one.
Yes.
Do we care?
Hells to the yes.
Why do you care, Mr. Tony?
Because the story sucked me in so much. The characters, the narrative, just the whole game. The only thing that was really lacking in that game in some places was, I had a brief little look at some of the emails later. I don't know if I should go into it, but I just mentioned it, is the fast travel stuff. Like, the fast travel stuff was the only thing that was really missing from that game.
Mm-hmm.
But apart from that, I really enjoyed it. Like I say, the story really sucked me in. And the characters are still remembered to this day, like John Marston and stuff. And yeah, that was the main reason I love that game. And it had the typical Rockstar stuff, like all the little bits of detail in the world, like the way you could tie people up and put them on train tracks, and all the little things that made the game really, really fun. But I know did you only play it recently, or have you played it all?
So, are you ready?
Yeah, go on. Brilliant.
Okay. So, I had a little row with everybody. No, I had a little row with... I shouldn't say row. We had a discussion, me and Mackie. Right. Because she was getting hyped. We all saw the red, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
The red R. And I put up a video saying it's just a red R. Then they put up a picture of them walking.
Yeah.
And I just put another video saying it's just a couple people walking.
Mm-hmm.
And then they announced the big picture, which is trainer coming, blah, blah, blah. Which I just don't see why people are freaking out the way they're freaking out about a red R, number one.
Because everyone knows. I knew. The second I saw that red R, I knew it.
But get the fuck over yourself, people. It's a red R. You knew fuck all. You didn't know anything. You had suspicions, not a problem. And I don't dispute that. And everyone was right. I don't dispute that. But it was a red R. Calm the fuck down.
Yeah, I've got to side on the side of the other people, because as soon as I saw that red R, instantly, because Red Dead Redemption, the red background is synonymous with the Red Dead series.
I know all this. But it's a red R. Calm the fuck down. Then you get the other picture of the people walking. Okay, yeah. Cool. You can't see fuck all in that picture.
Mm-hmm.
You just see some people walking. Calm the fuck down, people. And then they announced the big one, which is the new photo.
Yeah.
That's when you get hyped, because you're going to get a trailer and they've announced the name of the game. And I just don't like this whole fucking, let's get excited over absolutely fuck all. And you know what? Fugly fuck. This is going to be a lot of swearing in this episode. So don't listen to it out loud, because I'm going to keep swearing. I just don't get it, Kev. Maybe I'm just being a fixer about things.
You're being a grumpy old man about this, I think. The game has been it's been wanted for such a long time, and people have speculated.
6 years in the making.
Yeah, and people have speculated about it coming out. Probably the past 2 E3s, there's been a lot of speculation about it making an appearance. So I think that the fact that we finally knew, because I know you're saying don't get hyped about an R, but I didn't know it was going to be Red Dead, but I had a big
Everybody
suspicion.
had their big suspicion.
It was most likely Red Dead. Most people knew that. But yeah, I mean, I'm super hyped for this game, man. Like I say, I just love it wasn't even the first one, was it? It was the second one, because Red Dead Revolver came first. One thing I did want to mention was the title, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Wait, Kevin, we're getting there. Slow yourself down, mate. This is a big topic. You slow yourself down right there, sir. We'll get to the title. We'll get to the title, all right?
Good. Okay.
But we're not there yet.
Right.
So, funny story. I've said on this podcast many a time that, I've never played Red Dead. And then it was, I played a little bit of Red Dead. Check my achievements the other day, Kev.
Yep.
Only fucking completed Red Dead.
Now, are you
Do you think I
sure
remember?
someone did complete it on your gamertag?
No, because I remember the end.
Right, okay. That's what
Which
you
I'm
remember of the game?
I'm not going to spoil it. I remember getting to Mexico. And I remember the end. I can't tell you anything in between that I remember. Nothing memorable. Nothing I care about. Nothing that... I remember hating fast travel on that game. It was just constant riding.
Yeah, that was a problem.
And we're going to talk about this a bit more later in the show, because in Fixer Sat we've got emails, which I can't wait to read. But now we'll move on to the title. Because I thought that was an important piece of news, because people kept saying, Mackie said to me, you've not even played the game. Blah, 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 blah. With Mackie doing her Mackie self. I love her to bits, and I'm sure everybody loved her on the show the other week, but you haven't even played the game. So I went and checked my achievements. Have I not completed the game? I fucking completed the goddamn game.
That surprised me that, well, you remember the end, but don't you remember the beginning as well? The beginning's very memorable.
No, I don't remember the beginning.
Oh.
It obviously wasn't that good.
I don't know. It's very.
I'm missing. I'm gonna go back and play it. I think I have to go back and play it.
I think you should.
I think I need to.
With older eyes, more experience.
That's exactly what I'm. More of a well-rounded gamer now. I can critique. Okay, I want. Let's slow down, Fixer. You know I like to blow my own trumpet a little bit, but. I'll say my reviews of games in videos are not very good. I usually finish the game, throw out a video of me mumbling. I say fun about 20,000 times in the Gears of War one, which Reese pointed out to me. It's like, yeah, maybe I should take my time and write some bullet points next time. Yeah, all right, let's go on to the title. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that just shocked me because, of course, we had a Red Dead Revolver. Then we went to Redemption.
Yep.
So, honestly, I thought it would be one of two titles. I thought it would either be
Redemption.
Or Revolution.
Retribution.
Oh, I thought Revolution or Revenge. Okay. I thought it would have been one of those. But the fact they went for the typical sequel, number 2, that shocks me a bit because normally Rockstar tends to do their own thing. Yeah. Like they're not normally one to do this whole sequel thing, apart from GTA, yeah, of course.
Which is a game to itself.
But yeah, that just really shocked me. And another thing I wanted to point out about this, also, is the fact that Red Dead Redemption is based at the end of like the Western era. It's when like all the automotive cars are starting to come into America and into the West. So I'm wondering whether this new one will be a prequel to Redemption.
Okay, let's stop. We had a conversation about this too. There's rumors that it's a prequel.
There is
yes.
Okay.
There was an article on Kotaku.
Yeah.
About this. Apparently, there's rumors it's going to be a
I've got suspicion what it is as well.
But explain to me, Kev, and I asked Mackie this and I asked Foxes this, of how can you name a game number 2 and make it a prequel? And can you name me a game ever to name a game something 2? No, not that's different. That's Gears of War Judgment.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
That's not Gears of War 4 Judgment.
Yeah.
Name me a video game out there that maybe I'm wrong. But is there a video game out there that's a number 2 that's a prequel? That makes no sense.
I don't think there is. There probably is somewhere, but off the top of my head, AAA wise, I can't think of one. I'm thinking of Halo series. There was Reach and stuff.
Reach? It's not numbered. That's what I mean. It's not numbered.
That is a strange move, but of course, it's not confirmed it's a prequel yet. So
no, just rumors. But that is what's out there, and it would make more sense for it to be a prequel.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't understand the naming if it's a prequel.
Thing is, I've got a feeling as well. It might be about because do you remember John Marston? The whole reason he was sent after that guy was because he used to be part of his gang.
Funny enough, Kev, I don't remember that.
Well, yeah. If you didn't know, John Marston used to be a part of this gang, and he had to go after this guy because he used to be part of the gang. But yeah, I think it might be the whole gang because if you looked in the image they did put out, it was 7 people walking over the hill, and I've got a feeling we're going to be John Marston again, but when he's part of this gang. I don't know for sure, but that's my feeling.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Can I just, before the chat of a couple of people is going a little bit crazy here. They're like, they want my head. It's let me just read this out to you guys. Fixer, a grumpy old man. Nothing memorable. Are you kidding me? My foot is going right up his ass. Laugh out loud. And my foot too. Nothing memorable. I see how he's not ready to chat. Some other stuff. Yeah. And then it says Fixers kill Fixers to a lot in Gears of War for us. Let's just start off by saying, or end off by saying, I should say, I'm looking forward to Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yes.
I feel like I said, I'm going to replay number 1 and figure out what I missed. Because I clearly missed something. I clearly did miss something. I'm going to play it again. We'll see what happens. Also, yeah, I'm just excited for the game, just as much as everybody else, but I just don't agree with people getting excited over fucking letters that are colours.
I think there's going to be a big online portion, like we say, to this one as well. Much like GTA Online has turned into this whole different thing. It's given GTA 5 like this longevity, and it's made it so much more money because of the shark card money and stuff. Stupid amounts of money. So no doubt they'll do something like that. But in
which
the
is cool.
world,
I like that. That's a good idea.
The thing I love about Rockstar as well is they always try new stuff. So I'm really looking forward to see what they do with this online world with Red Dead, how they make that unique and different to the GTA world. I know they will, and I think they'll come up with some really clever stuff. So, yeah.
Last but not least on this, because it is a big talking point, will you be picking it up day one?
Red Dead, definitely, 100%.
Me too. I am 100% picking this up at day one. And number 2, I don't remember what the last thing I was going to say about this. There was something. Maybe it comes to me later. We are going to talk about Red Dead again later on in the show in Fixer's Sack, because I think we have another angry listener like me, which I'm super happy for. Next piece of news is a bit of sad news, actually. It sounds like Sleeping Dogs developer United Front Games has shut down. United Front Games, the studio behind the enjoyable, and I agree with that statement, enjoyable open world game Sleeping Dogs appears to have shut down. The Vancouver-based company has yet to formally announce its closure, which I think they might have done already now after getting this. Its latest title, Early Access Team Battler Smash and Grab, has also been withdrawn from sale on Steam. And the Frontier Game Studio producer Jen Timms appears to have confirmed it on Twitter, saying, currently mourning the best job I've ever had, the most wonderful team I've ever worked with, the end of a great era. Goodbye, UFG. This is some really, really, really sad news.
Yeah.
And I was listening to Colin Moriarty and Greg Miller on Kind of Funny talk about this. And Colin made a very great point of because they did that. Do you remember? If you remember rightly, they did that online game, which was like Sleeping Dogs, called Triad Wars.
Oh yeah, I do remember that vaguely. Which
come to PC only.
Okay.
So it didn't do very well, clearly.
Yeah.
And then they tried with this next game, which I'm assuming the sales were soft for at the start or something. I don't know. Early access games are always weird to judge anyway. But he said they should have just made Sleeping Dogs 2. End of.
Yeah, but
and they tried to do something different, and it's fucked them in the long run. And I actually kind of agree. He didn't use the words fucked him in the long run. I don't know anyone personally at the studio, but my thoughts do go out to anybody that loses their job. And it's sad. You don't ever want to hear people losing their jobs.
No, of course.
There's obviously great talent over there because they did make a great game. Sleeping Dogs is maybe I shouldn't say great, is a good game.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Sleeping Dogs?
I did play Sleeping Dogs, and I tried twice to play through it, and it just didn't grab me. The world just didn't. I don't know. There was something about that game that just didn't attract me at all. And I was wondering, you said about why didn't they make Sleeping Dogs 2, but did the sales number warrant them making a number 2? Did it sell well enough? I mean, that's the things you've got to look at. Maybe it didn't sell well enough, so they thought, right, if we do something a bit smaller, we've got a bigger profit margin if it does take off. And apparently that didn't work either. It is a shame because I know there are people like you who loved Sleeping Dogs.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of friends that love that game as well.
The karaoke part in that game was awesome.
Somebody might pick up the IP though. You never know. It's quite a popular IP, so
yeah, we'll see. We shall see. Mr. Moody in chat also reminds me we didn't answer his question, which is a very good point. So I'm glad he's in chat. Did they renounce Red Dead Redemption 2 too early?
Oh,
yes.
For my personal taste, yes.
Yes, 100%.
For business sense, no.
No, very true. Well, it's Rockstar though, Kev.
I know, but just think. I think GTA had a year build up as well. A year build up, I think, is a perfect amount to get that hype machine going. And look at the sales number GTA 5 did when it first came out.
The one, we'll save it for later. Joe, what? We'll answer the next question that he asked later.
Okay.
On this show. Next piece of news is voice actors are threatening to strike against 11 gaming companies. The list of game companies they're threatening to strike against are Activision, Blindlight, Corps of Discovery Films, Disney Character Voices, Electronic Arts, Fosoma Interactive, Insomniac Games, Interactive, something, Take-Two, at VoiceWorks, and WB Games. Sorry. So this is the saga. I don't know how to pronounce that, honestly. There's a group of voice actors threatening to strike against these studios with the hashtag performance matters. Kev, where do you stand on this? Because I spoke to Nolan North about this, funny enough.
So what's the big deal? Why are they striking?
So, okay, they're striking because they want to get paid. Is it resiliences? Something like films get back pay from. So if a game sells a certain amount, it's not royalties. It's a certain word. I don't know what it is. I can't pronounce it. So so they want to get paid if a game sells a certain amount.
Right. Okay.
So if they say.
So that basically they don't want a salary. They don't want.
No, they still want their salary.
Oh, they want money on top of that.
They want money on top of it.
Ah.
So it wants to. So because they feel that their performance matters, which it does. Mm-hmm. Voice acting is phenomenal nowadays, and game design, everything. So they feel that they should get paid more money if a game does 5 million or 10 million or hits these landmarks.
Yeah.
And a lot of, from what I've read and heard, is a lot of voice actors are actually against it.
Yeah.
But a lot of them are for it. The point is, the reason they're for it is because obviously they want to get paid more, which makes perfect sense. We all want to get paid more.
Yeah.
And they want to, apparently some voice actors are saying they're doing this because they want to try help the studios as well, the game developers. Because they feel like once they've pushed the door open, game developers can do that also. But it's not going to happen.
I'm sorry, voice acting is not a strenuous job. Sitting and talking in front of a microphone is not a strenuous job.
But it's not just voice acting, is it? They're just actors now. You got to think mocap.
That's very true. I didn't think of that. That is very true.
One, voice acting is fucking strenuous. I totally disagree. Have you ever?
I can't.
Kevin,
when you have firemen and doctors and police officers and people who work them sort of jobs day in, day out, and then you've got voice actors who have to pretend to be people or sit in front of a microphone and talk. There's no comparison, man. Absolutely no comparison. You've got to put it into perspective.
But that's two very different scenarios. Voice acting is strenuous on a voice. You got to think, okay, you're a voice actor, yeah? Okay, say it like this. A fireman can go to work every single day, yeah? And work hard, don't get me wrong, they're tired, they sleep, they wake up, they work again. A voice actor, if they do let's say they do a 10-hour session, yeah?
Yeah.
They then can't use their voice for 3 days.
Yeah.
So they're out of work. They can't work for 3 days.
Yeah, but...
So it's not the same as like me working at McDonald's. I can go to work for 7 days a week if I want and earn my money. But do you understand what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, but it just seems like such a cushy job compared to the jobs that are out there. That
of course it's a cushy job, but that's the same as most. There's a lot of cushy jobs out there, but that doesn't take away from the art. Number one,
no, yes, but it doesn't take away. I bet these people are making a lot of money. It's like actors.
Not all of them. No, I read a piece about Nico Bellic got paid absolutely peanuts by Take-Two.
That then I'm for that. The guy should have got a decent.
And think about it, GTA sold how many copies?
Maybe instead of striking, they should just say, look, if you've got, there should be 2 types of contracts. One where you get paid for if the game sells a certain amount, and one where you just get a standard payment. And then it's up to the publishers to decide whether they want to take on the actor that wants that one or the actor that wants the other one. Because I guarantee no one's going to take on the actor that wants the extra payment for the.
But that's why they're striking. That's why people strike. They strike for more money. That's what happens. Interesting. You've got an interesting point of view on this.
Yeah, I can't get on board with this. Get paid for the work you do, yes. Get paid. I bet they get paid pretty decently, some of these bigger name actors.
Yeah, 100%.
Striking. This is probably more for the smaller actors. I see it making sense for smaller voice actors who maybe get brought on board for like, here's 500 quid, do this one part in this game for us. And then this game takes off, it's massive, and there's still this actor who only got paid 500 quid at the beginning. Maybe for them smaller actors, it makes more sense. But then it's
one for all and one for all and all for one, isn't it? It's not...
Yeah, I'm in 2 minds about this.
Whoa,
I can't. Yeah, I can't get on board with it.
Fair enough. I'm in the mind that I personally don't think voice actors should be paid more. Not in this regard, anyway. It definitely should go to the people that make the games.
Yeah,
they bring a character to life, but the people that make the games make the character.
Yeah,
they're the ones in the trenches for 80 hours a week. They're the ones making.
I've heard a lot of stuff this week about like
Amy Hennig.
Yeah,
her story is absolutely ridiculous.
I read that. That is craziness. Those are the people that should be getting more money.
100%. But that isn't the argument. It's what did you think about this? And I got an interested response. Be sure to email in myxboxandmepodcast@gmail.com to give me your response. I'd love to hear what you have to say about what Kevin thinks. Next piece of news: Xbox One backwards compatibility with original games could happen. Phil Spencer says on Twitter, I love backwards compatibility for 360 titles. Is it ever possible? Oh, wait, sorry. Someone tweeted him asking about it, and he says, I love backwards compatibility for 360 titles. Is it ever possible we will see original Xbox backwards compatibility games? And he said, we haven't ruled it out, but we are working on it right now. We aren't working on it right now. I'd like to find time to do it. There's not a single original Xbox game that I care about personally, because I wasn't an original Xbox player.
I did have an original Xbox.
Republic, I think people like that.
I never played that. All the games that I did play were really Halo, which we've already got on Xbox One. I played Need for Speed Underground, I believe that was Xbox One.
But are you going to go back and play that now?
Sorry. No, I'm not. This is the point I'm making.
That's one game I'd like a remake, though.
I think, yeah, but I think this also comes back to the 3D games. Old 3D games don't hold up.
No.
So I think original. I mean, if they remade and remastered them, I'd be.
That's totally different, though. Yeah, that's not the same as what this is. Yeah. Yeah,
if it was just made backwards compat, I don't know if there is any particular game that I'd go out and get. For me personally, I'm sure there's people out there who'd love some games.
Oh, I was a PS2 guy, so
yeah,
I could name you 1,000 PS2 games I'd want, but I don't. I wasn't an Xbox original guy, unfortunately.
It's all good. I expect him to announce this at a big conference, maybe E3 next year. This will be his big announcement or something.
Yeah, that's literally what Mr. Moody just said in the chat.
Yeah,
literally just that. Next piece of news is a game that I pretty sure I said on a couple of weeks episodes behind. I said I'm never talking about this game again.
So here we go.
Resident Evil 7 reminds you need to save your ammo. Resident Evil 7 teaser trailer, which if you're on their YouTube channel, they've been putting out trailers like every now and then. And this one was called Shotgun in the Box. This time it focuses on weapons and ammunition, which I totally said wrong there. Or more accurately, oh God, I can't speak today.
No, I'm not that every day. Don't worry about it.
I've been streaming all day, so maybe that's my excuse. The lack of them. So in the video, it pretty much says you need to save your ammo. It's going to be very hard to get ammo for weapons. Save it for big. I'm guessing it's going to be for big bosses and stuff like that. And utilize your knife. Which
have they made the video about door simulation yet?
No. Oh, shut up, Kev. You know what? I want to put up a job application right now. Anyone looking for a job on a podcast where we're taking applicants at my Xbox and Me podcast.
Resident Evil.
Idiot. Get out of it. I just thought that was interesting that they're going back to the no ammo route, which is obviously where Resident Evil started off, which is cool.
It is a good game mechanic. I quite like that in games because it makes you more wary of your surroundings. It actually makes you play the game completely differently. Yeah.
It makes me play better. It means I don't miss. Yeah. I don't just spray.
That's why I loved like Dead Space, the same sort of thing, same sort of genre. That's why I love that game. I liked playing that game on the hardest setting because ammo was super scarce and like air was scarce and like stuff like that. It was just, it makes the game like more enjoyable for me personally because you have to take your time more. You have to be more wary of stuff.
True.
It's good. That's why I like stealth games. It's the same sort of thing because you've got to be more careful, more considered.
You played Metal Gear Solid 5 yet?
I played Ground Zeroes for about 20 minutes, but the buttons were too confusing, so I just never touched it again.
Again, job applications. No, joking. Our next piece of news is, oops, I just dropped my ball. PES content updates to add 4K mode and more player likenesses. Konami has announced, boo. Kev?
Boo.
Thank you. Konami has announced, that there will be, wait, I should unboo them. That what will be the first of 2 free content updates for PES 2017. The first will be available at the end of October and will add and improve facial likenesses to 39 new players, including Victor Wyoming and some other players I've never heard of. Ben Yadira. Oh, I do know who that is. Funny enough. Cool. So you're getting new updates to PES for those that care. Do I care? No, because I play FIFA like a normal person.
Yeah, and I've just been playing Destiny. So, does it say you get free Destiny update in there?
Destiny, you say, Kev?
Yeah.
Segue. Destiny leak.
Did I do that? I didn't even realise Destiny was next.
Destiny leak reveals Halloween event. Did you know?
No.
Oh.
I've not heard this. Tell me more.
I guess you want me to read it then. I wasn't going to bother. I was going to say, who cares? No one likes Destiny, and then move on. It's fairly certain that Destiny's popular Halloween event, Festival of the Lost, would return. Do they do that every year then?
They did it last year, yes.
Okie dokie. Now, thanks to a leak, we know it is and what loot it will be bringing for a limited time only. After a little Bungie tease earlier this week, the Ishtara collection, that right? Yeah, spotted and categorized 38 new items coming to the event, alongside 21 updated items from last year's festival. For you Destiny geeks, there you go. Kevin Tarney and Proper BO, you weirdos.
All I remember from last year's Halloween thing was the fact they had masks that you could wear instead of your helmet, but they were really crappy lights, so they screwed over your light level. So there was no point in wearing them. So hopefully it's something better than that this year. Maybe.
Who knows? And our last piece of news, trust me, not the end of the show though, people, because we got some emails. Halo Wars 2 features new card-based RTS mode. In addition to modes like Deathmatch and Domination, Halo Wars 2 will feature a brand new multiplayer game type called Blitz, which blends card collecting with real-time strategy. Are you interested in Halo Wars 2 at all?
The only RTS I ever really played was Age of Empires 2.
Me too, on the PS2.
Oh, mate, I played it on PC.
Oh, you scrub.
Me and my brother, we used to play that game so much. I loved it. So good. In fact, I might actually play it again because I brought it on Steam, the HD version. So I might actually go back and play it.
Doesn't buy new Xbox games, but buys Age of Empire.
It was £3 on the sale.
Hashtag Kevin Tarney. Just save your £3, mate. You need it, obviously, to go towards Gears of War. Get out of here. Yeah. So that's the only one you've played?
Yeah, pretty much that's the only RTS I've played. I've heard good things about Halo Wars, though.
So have I, but I just don't care for Halo and I don't care for RTS.
Oh, apparently now, Ross told me this, so take it with a pinch of salt. I don't know if it's true.
Who?
Ross.
Who?
Ross Miller.
Never heard that fucking guy.
He told me that you can now use keyboards on your Xbox One.
That's fucking bullshit. We would have heard about that.
That's what he told me. I don't know if
Don't
it's true.
listen
If that's
to a
true,
word that's Scottish. Did you hear me say this, Miller? I hope you're listening. That I don't mean this to any other Scotsman out there that listens to this. I love you, and I love Scottish people. I've got Scottish friends. But to Ross Miller, you Scottish twat, no one gives a what you got to say. Get your butt back on this podcast, and maybe I'll give a fudge.
So maybe, okay, let me rephrase that. Maybe in the future, if they add keyboard support, that would be pretty good for these RTS type games because they make it so much easier. So
that's such bullshit. There's no way that's true. I would have known about that. I'm the Xbox guy. I would have known that.
Well, I don't know if it's just in preview.
No, my preview don't work, so possibly. Okay. Well, games with gold this month. Super Mega Baseball Extra Innings Edition. Funny enough, my Let's Play has been fucking booming lately. 800 views is on.
What? For baseball?
People obviously wanted to check out the game before they downloaded it, and my views have just gone skyrocketed. And I put it out the day it come out, and it's just like, okay.
That's a smart move. You should do that more often.
No, I already put out the Let's Play. It was already out the day this game come out.
Oh, okay.
So it was already out there, then people must have checked it out. I had a couple of comments on it as well. I was like, oh, okay. Also, a game I was talking about, The Escapist, is available from the October 16th to November 15th. Great game. I actually really enjoyed what I played of it, so cool. MX versus ATV Reflex is also free. No, it's not anymore. I'm a liar. I can take that off. That's not free anymore. You missed it. Haha. The game that is free now is I Am Alive, which actually looks pretty good. I looked at the images of this. It actually looks pretty creepy and cool. So I'll give you a verdict hopefully soon.
Is this the 2D side scroller one?
I don't have a clue, but I just know that it looks cool.
I think I might have played this before. I'm not sure.
Mr. Mood in the chat says the guys who only play Xbox One exclusive. Where's the Forza review, guys? Kevin Tarney was meant to jump on that grenade, and clearly I need a new host because, like, again, job applications at my Xbox and Me podcast.
I'll tell you what. I promise you, there will be a review next episode. We'll leave it at that.
I don't trust your promises.
I promise you, there will be a review of Forza Horizon 3 next episode. I promise. All
right, you haven't got your show notes, have you?
No.
All right, guys, strap in for a lot of reading because we've got one average size email, and then we have got one gigantic email.
I'll just sink into my chair and let you read away.
So, this is Fixer Sack, by the way, for those who don't know the segment. You email in myxboxandmepodcast@gmail.com. That is myxboxandmepodcast@gmail.com. I don't care if you email saying hello every week. Just let me know you're there, please. I beg. Kev, beg some more with me. I beg. Thank you. And it says, sorry I didn't email in last week. Well, you're not forgiven. I've been begging here. No, sorry I didn't email in last week. So I made up for it and wrote one this week. Having played Battlefield 1 beta, all I could say was I was left more than a little disappointed, which I think we all was. And anyone who's heard me read the email, I add my little bits in as much as I want, all right? A little disappointed and made up my mind that I wasn't going to be getting it as a day one purchase for me. But having played the full game on EA Access, I've changed my mind, unlike Kevin Tarney. I am now considering buying it. So my question has two parts. What game have you played at alpha/beta level and thought, nah, this isn't for me, for you only to pick up the full game or full game? So let's change your mind. All right, so we'll answer that. Kev, anything you got there for that one?
Funnily enough, we've been speaking about it all pod, but Destiny. I played the beta on 360 when it came out because I was on 360 at the time. And while I enjoyed it for what it was like, because I was so used to Call of Duty and stuff, I was like, this ain't really for me. Mm-hmm. You know, it's something different. But yeah, I got the full game and now, as you know, I'm addicted, absolutely addicted. What about yourself?
A game that actually hasn't come out, but I will be buying it day one, For Honor. I had no interest in that game at all, which I was like, I don't care for this. Like, I suppose this isn't really answering the question because It's not a game I disliked ever. In my head, I disliked it. From what I saw, I disliked it. And then the betas maybe come around. Let me think about it then. A game I played in beta. I don't really play betas, as most people know.
Did you like Titanfall 2? The betas?
No. Well, I had fun with it, with you and Phantom and a couple of other people, but...
That might be one then that changes your mind.
Possibly. Maybe you have to wait to the future to hear about it. No, I don't count either because I ended up actually liking that game. I suck, sorry. And part 2 of the question, here we go. And do you think betas help or hinder game sales figures? As if I only played the beta of Battlefield 1, I would not be picking up the full game. As always, love ya, proper BO. P.S. When are we getting back on Siege? Seeing as my rank last time we played needs to be made up. Thank you for the email, proper BO. Appreciate it. So, do you think a beta hinders sales figures? It can do.
Yeah, I think just as many people that get turned off by a beta probably get turned on by it. I think it's if there's no loss of custom through a beta, it's a great way of testing your servers, testing that your code works right, and like all the technical stuff. So yeah, I think betas are good for fans as well because it helps them make up their mind. So I'm all for betas, man.
Mr. Moody says, and yet he played betas for Titanfall 2, For Honor, The Division, and Gears of War 4. I never played the beta for The Division. Oh, yeah, I did. I played with you. Shit. I did play that. I played with you, Kev.
Did I play it?
Remember, me, you, and Haley were jumping around.
Oh, crap, yeah. Yeah, that's one then.
I didn't play a beta for Gears of War. So you got me on 3 of them, but not Gears of War.
3 or 4 ain't bad.
It's not bad, is it? And our next email. All right, let me take this nice and slow. It says, "Hi Corey, Kev, and the My Xbox and Me family. I could really care less about another installment in the Red Dead series. Here we go. I just found the last one too open. I had to ride a horse for an absurd age to get to the next point. I have a similar issue with Fallout. I just don't have the time to spend 20 minutes on a horse and slowly run through a post-apocalyptic map to get to the next mission. If a game is going to be open world, it needs to be able to have fast travel, I think it means. It needs to have transitions. Blah, 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 blah. So it pretty much says, doing 125 miles per hour in a Lamborghini in Forza or jumping over bridges in Prototype or Crackdown. I totally agree. That is one thing I didn't like about Red Dead. And you agreed that fast travel was terrible.
Yeah, the fast travel. That, like I say, that's the one thing that was missing out of that game. It was a bit of a chore.
And the reason you guys get this all shit, yeah, is because I can't bother to edit. I could quite easily cut parts out and make this sound brilliant, but I just don't want to. Are developers doing this for bragging rights? Our game has the biggest map ever. Yeah, your maps are huge, but there's too much walking and not enough missions. If I want to go for a walk, I'd venture into the outdoors. I wouldn't be sat on my sofa in my pants playing Xbox. Funny enough, I totally agree with you there as well. Yeah, okay. I guess we're going to take this part by part. Do you agree that maps are way too big sometimes for no reason?
Yeah, sometimes I'd agree with that.
Game number 1, I give this The Crew.
Yeah.
That is the whole of America.
Well, it's a very, 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 very much scaled down version.
Obviously, yes. But you know what I mean. Yes. But the fast travel one, it is easy to do.
Exactly. This is what I wanted to point out. Like, if there's a fast travel system, the size of the world doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. So if fast travel's done right, the size of the map don't matter.
Yeah. If you can have the biggest map available, as long as you can get somewhere in a click of 2 buttons, then there's like no problem to me. In fact, I like large worlds because it gives more variety, more landscapes, more areas to do different stuff. But yeah, I see where he's coming from though. Like, there's got to be a point where it's like, what's the point of this extra area? We've got all this. We don't need that extra room. It's just there for the sake of being there, which I completely understand. But it's like in actually going back to Red Dead, there were some parts in Red Dead where it was just desert. It's like just sand and rocks.
Yeah.
It's like, what is the purpose of that? But I understand why they do it. It's a double-edged sword.
Fuck. Shout out to Mr. Moody. He says, I watched you stream the beta of Gears of War myself. You're right. I did play that with Mackie. Which brings me to my next question. Have accountants ruined games? Do you feel games are being crapped out and developers are being forced to take the easy road to make a quick quid? Recore, a bargain at £30 if you don't mind waiting on for the load screen. Surely they could have delayed that a few months to get the loads quicker. They didn't even have to do a few months, did they? They had a patch in a week. Fucking joke. The BioShock collection. Let's remaster some games that could just be made backwards compat and charge our fans £45 for it. Easy money. Or the one that really grinds my gears, pun intended, let's make our latest installments in the best franchise available early. If you buy the super remortgage, sorry, this is making me really laugh because I can hear the rage. I really can. You're bastard. If you want to remortgage your bastard ass edition,
he's not wrong.
I can't help but feel that these companies are. Sorry. Let's get back. Innovating their shaft to the customers. Skill rather than innovating their games. And I'm 90% sure the accounts department doing it. Even the I don't know what it is. The casuals pretty much are doing it this year. So summary. I should have just read the summary. My bad. Red Dead. Do we care and why? Yes, we both care. Rockstar make phenomenal games. Number one. I think we both agree on that.
Yep.
They haven't. I think we were talking about this the other day also. I don't think they've made a bad game in the last 10 years, if I recall.
Nope.
No, actually, that's a lie. They've made one bad game in the last 10 years, which I said was LA Noire.
I don't think that was a bad game. It was just a slow game.
Okay. Well, a game that had problems then. Do we care and why? That's why. How much open world is too much open world? Red Dead Redemption is too much open world.
I'm
sorry. That's where I personally agree.
I understand that.
There's too much riding around on a horse. That you need. I do agree with him that I need to be in a Lamborghini doing 125 miles an hour instead of a slow horse. And I hated that tapping A system. Now thinking about it, because every time you whipped it too much, you had to stop, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Fuck that game. Hashtag fuck that game. I remember how much I don't like that game.
There's certain real life mechanics that don't translate well to games, and the whipping the horse one was one of those where you kept slowing down. That was a bit tedious.
And the next part is, are game businesses making too many decisions based on profit alone?
You've got to remember, games are the cheapest.
It's a business. And it's a business. I do, and yeah, Kev, you're 100% right. Games are, and they're the most expensive to make they've ever been as well. I know how angry you are.
Yeah.
About the
bastardized edition. I agree with you 100%.
Sorry, that's brilliant. The remortgage your house edition of Gears of War.
That's what it is.
I'm sorry, but that's fucking amazing. That's gonna go down in my Xbox and me history. Anytime I think of Gears of War 4 now, is the Super Remortgage Your Bastard House edition. Brilliant. I don't think it's fair to say it's based on profit alone, because you see indie games doing a great job.
Some games are. Some
well, don't want to shit on anybody, but No Man's Sky. I don't know. P.S. I'm not avoiding you on Xbox Live. I'm just crazy busy at the moment. Tell Foxes, Mackie, and Co. I enjoyed the round of Gears. Now I'm going to think happy thoughts for 10 minutes. So am I. It was lovely to play with you, Matt. Appreciate it. Little Smitty.
Little
For those
Smee.
who don't know, we played around at Gears of War. I was very thankful for him joining the party and playing with us. Yeah, I see you're busy and you were playing campaign the other day, so I kind of wanted to leave you alone so we can talk about it. But yeah. Also, on the topic of the Gears of War Remortgage Your Bastard House Edition, the spoiler cast for it isn't up, as you may have noticed, because people fucked me about.
Typical way.
Not Ross Miller, who I was trying to get on the episode. It wasn't his fault, but some other people. Not Crash either, because he was down for it, but some other people. So I do apologize.
Do we get names?
No, I wouldn't do that to people. But if people still want a spoiler cast for that, I will do one. If you don't want it and it's not going to get views, I won't bother. So please let me know. Suggestion of the week, Kev. We are at the end of the show. So suggestion of the week. A game you can suggest to the audience.
Well, you say game, but you let me do a TV show once, so I'm doing another one.
I let you get away with it 1 week.
Can I just do it once more? Because there's a TV show that I'm watching that I'm loving, that I think if you're not watching it, you should be.
Let me know if you want to hear about Kevin Tarney's TV show crap on My Xbox and Me. At My Xbox and Me podcast at gmail.com. Go on then, hit us with your TV.
Westworld, HBO's new series. People who do Game of Thrones. It's such a good show. We're only 3 episodes in, but it's amazing. I'm loving it. If you like westerns, if you like the blend between new and old, then this is the perfect show for you. It's really good.
Fair enough. I'm going to suggest Manuel Samuel. Like I say, it's funny and witty and hard to play. And if you want to just see what it's like before you invest I think it's £6, £7, definitely check out my Let's Play over on youtube.com/mcfixer.
The way you made that game sound, I think I'd rather put my balls in a vice.
Honestly, check out the Let's Play. And I've got part 1 and part 2 are up now, and there'll be more. I'm putting out the whole thing. I've got the whole Let's Play ready, which would be nice because I've actually never put a whole Let's Play up on the channel. I start them and never finish them. But I have this one already. So it will definitely go up. So if you don't want to play it, but you want to watch it and see how angry I get and see Hayley. Hayley's in that Let's Play series for 2 hours. See what we're like on camera together because we're pretty funny, as I'm sure Kevin can attest.
Yeah, you cracked me up, you two.
Yeah, so definitely check that out. But yeah, Manuel Samuel is my suggestion again. It is a very funny game and worth playing if you ask me. Next week, episode 50, the big episode 50. That is a big milestone for the show. Again, we will have a special guest. Next week will be Game of the Year watch as well. So we'll be talking about games that we've played.
Next episode?
Next episode. Yeah, you don't know this, but you haven't got a choice. Game of the Year watch. We will be talking about games. That's not going to be Game of the Year decision.
Oh, okay.
Just Game of the Year watch. Okay. So we'll have our special guest on, and we will be talking about the games we think are maybe up there for Game of the Year so far. Last week I forgot to plug. This week I will not. Plug. Kevin.
Firstly, I suppose you better check out outlives.net for articles and stuff. I would tell you what's up there, but I've been super busy and I haven't even checked. My bad. You can also check me out on Twitch. Hopefully, I might get a stream up sometime this week. I've got to finish Alan Wake still. That's my bad. I've got to get on that and finish that. So twitch.tv/Don't Shoot Tarny, and of course, as usual, on Twitter at Don't Shoot Tarny.
Okie dokie. Also, head over to patreon.com/mcfixer. Audio $3, video $4. And if you support at the $4 level, you get to watch the show live and you get to be like Mr. Moody and shout abuse at me.
Yeah, Mr. Moody.
Fun.
Man.
And disagree with us and be part of the show. Also, email in myxboxandmepodcast@gmail.com. We want to hear from you guys. Last week's episode did decent numbers. The Mackie episode did even better numbers, which really pisses me off.
I'm going to be replaced soon.
No, you won't. Definitely not. Also, head over to my mcfix.co.uk/store. You can get yourself a My Xbox and Me t-shirt like this. Again, I've been told they're very comfortable. They're very stylish. They're washable. They're everything. I like mine. I can't wear it this week.
I'm wearing mine right now.
Yours is sitting right there.
No, I'm wearing it.
No, it's right here.
It's right here. I got the grey version.
We only do black.
No. Yep. I got the grey version.
No, you didn't. Not unless you printed it yourself, and then I'm coming for you. Apart from that, keep doing you guys. Keep supporting on Twitch, twitch.tv/mcfixer. Hopefully you keep liking the shows, even with my bad reads and everything else in it. What the fuck is that?
Winter is coming.
You fucking got a Game of Thrones shirt, but not on my Xbox and Me shirt.
Yeah.
You're a piece of work, you are. Sorry about the bad audio on Kevin's behalf. Again,
yes.
we'll get there, don't you worry.
I'll try and sort out for next week. I'll have to try and fix my microphone.
And until next week, I will love you. I will leave you. And I will see you later.
Ciao, Bella.
Ciao, Bella. Ciao, Bella. Bella of the Ciao.
Auf Wiedersehen.